Royalty Beauty Brands is a female, Black-owned beauty company with all of your cosmetic needs in mind. Right now, we offer hair extensions, eyelash extensions, and our flagship product, Yumbella Lip Glam. Coming soon to add to our product line will be promo merchandise, lip oil, lip scrub, beard oil, body butter, body soap, and makeup, to name a few. Every product is vegan friendly and carefully made with the consumer in mind. Check out our Royalty Beauty Brand social media and go to our website to sign up for our exclusive mailing list for discount codes and to place an order. Don't forget to leave us some feedback. Royalty Beauty Brands. We see the beauty in you.
Day we hustle, but the night we
know that the ride or die.
Welcome to the House of the Princess.
I keep waiting on my seat. Know that the ride or die.
I'm 50% righteous, 50% ratchet.
day we hustle, but the night
Waiting on my seat. Know that the ride or die. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when
Thank
I
y'all
was not
for joining
around.
us.
Certain people that I know.
How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Welcome to the House of the Princess. I am your host, Princess A.V. Look, CX Finney on the bush. Trying to get the technical stuff together. The camera might look a little funny at first. I was not gonna be in front of the camera, but I figured I'd try to come in front for a few minutes. And because I am sitting on the floor, because I had to take apart one bed frame, and when I'm done with this, I have to put together another. So that means I'm not gonna be up here all night as best as I can, because I'm not gonna sit here all the time, or I might go off camera, okay? And obviously I got other stuff to do. So while y'all are here, I thank everybody who's here. I hope you've already pressed the like button. Look, I even pressed the like button already, so you should too, okay? That's a free way to support the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I'm probably going to put it on subscribers mode just to keep the trolls out. So come in, press the like button, share the video, okay? This is going to be a good topic, okay? I know people like the mess, but this is some real stuff that we need to talk about. It touches me because I work in schools, and I get bucked, okay? So I be wanting, I get offended, I get upset. So when we talk about students attacking teachers and educators. So let's do a roll call. Hello, Mrs. Wilson. Hello, Designs. Hey, BW. Hey, Miss Jacket Trades. Hey, yes. Good evening, Canby. I saw the Instagram post of a young lady beat her teacher up. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that, too. I just got wind of that. Hey, Miss Weedy Pooh. And she says, don't forget to hit your like button on the way in. Yes, God. Everybody giving their salutations. Hey, Cleopatra, how are you doing? Miss Ree. Hey, Saki Sue. And Miss Dina Grant. And thank you for everybody that is slowly coming in, whether you got your notifications or not. Look, and also if you are subscribed, make sure that you not only hit the notification bell, but that you go back and you press all. If you press all, if you like me that much, right? You get a notification every time I go live, and you can come on and get in the room, okay? Also, some of you people, just make sure that you are still subscribed, right? Because I see a decrease in subscribers, and I ain't been live, so what you mad at me for? So sometimes when that happens and it's dormant, Um, the likes are, I mean, the subscriptions are cycled through. If you haven't been on there lately, and YouTube will take your subscription. And I've seen it to other people. People be like, well, I'd be like, I thought I was subscribed, and you're not. So I just want to make sure that everybody is subscribed who's supposed to be subscribed. And possibly you've been coming in for a few minutes and you're like, oh, I want to subscribe. Quit playing. Come on in, hit that subscribe button because we got a lot of good stuff coming your way for the upcoming month. I got plans for you, baby. Okay, Miss Reed. Hey, Miss Drea. Hey now. Oh my God, I guess. Ah! See, that's why I gotta make my new sound effects. Let's give a cheer for it. And she cheated. You probably cheated to get monetized, okay? But this is my mom, Miss Drea. Go follow her, subscribe to her. She got monetized on Facebook. Ooh, yes. Now let's get you monetized on the YouTube, okay? She was over there with Roadside this weekend. Yes, get that money, get that little bit of money. I'm not even monetized on YouTube, Facebook, but I probably could be somewhat, but I don't like people following me. I only be on Facebook for people that I know and like, and that I be seeing. I'll be scared. I've always been scared of the internet, but yet and still I'm on the internet. Isn't that ironic enough? I'm trying to see, can I see enough today to take my glasses off? But no, I can't see myself on TV across the room. And I look red. I might have to take this red background off because I got a red shirt on, red background. It's making my face look pink. But anywho, congratulations, Drea. Um, what's this? I logged on the other night. Wait. I logged on the other night and they told me I was eligible. I'm just scared to link my bank account. I gotta get a new bank. You know what? Sometimes that is good. You get a Chime account, a bank account, just any card that you can download any monetization on there and get your direct deposit. Okay. I look cute. Look, if people say I look cute, I think I look only. I just do some braids up in here for the rest of the week till this weekend because I got things to do. And I dressed kind of teacherly today. So thank you. Yes, we are back in the newsroom. I think I might make a whole different background for this one. Because we're going to have segments every now and then. This segment is called Hard Conversations. These are hard conversations that we have because they're so polarizing, right? But first, let me get down to it. As I was doing research, I found a lots of things, and I'm waiting for some of not my YouTube people, my Facebook people to come on. Thank you. So look, now we all know about, like, I was gonna reach back and talk about the child, 6 years old, that pulled the gun on the teacher, but I found some other stuff, right? I'm slowing down because it's like I don't know what to start with first. Well, you know what? We're gonna start with the past. I found some stories that have been up since, like, I've been on YouTube, right? And even since I've been doing 50/50 news. And these are stories that I did not know about, did not come up in the news. Let me see, I just told you to pause, but you're going to keep playing. This first story we're going to go over. We're going to go over some stories before we get to the nitty gritty. And this is an open panel show. So y'all will be able to call in and give your opinion. Hey, twin. So this story, okay, now this one was from February 2023. Let's go back to this story. September 22nd, 2022. So this is about 8 months ago. Let's do this. How many of y'all, about one in the chat, Oh, I meant to tell the folks now. I'm like, hold on. By one in the chat, if you knew about there was a challenge on TikTok called Slap Your Teacher. I don't know who comes up with this shit, but they do. If put a one in the chat if you knew about a challenge called Slap Your Teacher. Put a two if you did not. Okay. Let me just see what y'all working with. So apparently this was honestly a TikTok challenge. And these people was trying to slap their teacher. Cleopatra, you knew. Drea, you knew. I hadn't heard of this shit, okay? Okay, give me 1 second. You know, iPhones eat me. They don't, the spelling correctly be different from Androids. They just, oh. There we go. What's that? I think it went. Sorry, y'all. I don't have TikTok, so I would have no clue. It doesn't show up at G down around this way. Where? It was on TikTok. Oh, no, I'm posting in a group. That I'm live. Okay. So I have TikTok and I don't know. I be hearing about the challenges for the kids or whatever. I did. That's why it's gonna be exactly FTK. FTK. And look, I'm looking at the TV and the stuff is coming up quick on the TV. Then come in and stream y'all. And look, Miss Jacka Trace has renewed her membership. Thank you, girl.
You are officially a royal citizen. Welcome to the House of the Princess.
Okay, and I'm about to put somebody else's lip gloss on because that's the nearest one to me. So this first story, okay, we back on task. The first story follows teacher in Louisiana was attacked by her student, allegedly doing a challenge called Slap Your Teacher, right? What makes this shit even worse is the lady was in a wheelchair. Do you hear me? Motherfucking wheelchair. And she was a senior citizen. Look at you. Thank you so much. She kicking it off. I guess that's oh, thank you for my Canadian dollars. Yes, God. So this lady was in a wheelchair and a senior citizen, and she was attacked. So let's go over. Let's add this story. I'm gonna go to the bottom. Okay, yeah, put me down at the bottom. So where are we? Louisiana student who attacked her wheelchair-bound teacher to serve 1 year in prison. Oh, let me read it. The Covington High School student who attacked her teacher in a TikTok challenge gone wrong has pleaded guilty to second-degree battery and cruelty to infirmed charges. Lorena Jackson, 19, who originally pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity last December. No, I'm gonna slap you to your crazy. She do look a little crazy though, right? But she looked like she don't have no remorse for what she did. Yeah, 1 year isn't long enough. Video captured Jackson, then 18 years old, assaulting a 64-year-old wheelchair-bound teacher and throwing her to the ground after this dismissal bell rang October 2021. The teacher was badly bruised and was taken to the hospital. She was released after a couple of days. And here is the video from Fox 8. We'll come back to it. During Jackson's plea, District Attorney Warren Montgomery says the victim was present and described how her life was altered by the attack. Now, I read some of this, and we'll skim through that. It was a lot. Judge Richard Swartz sentenced Jackson to 5 years in prison for the charge, with all but 1 year suspended. Jackson will serve her 1 year in prison without benefit of probation or parole. The victim was granted a lifetime protective order. Following her release, Jackson will serve 3 years of probation with anger management classes and mental health counseling. Officials say the teacher suffered lacerations and bruises on both arms, trauma to the head, a concussion, trauma to the neck, a fractured rib, a sprained wrist. A chunk of the teacher's hair was pulled from her head, and DA Montgomery says an eye specialist diagnosed her as being one step away from a detached retina. Montgomery says investigators were never able to determine if the slap a teacher TikTok challenge was the motive behind the attack, but another student told officers the video had been TikTok. And this was, and I'll put the link up here. This is the link to the article, right? And this is 4 pages of this woman's testimony of everything that happened to her. This woman says she can't even see. Okay. And it is graphic. Like, her whole life has been just changed forever. She said she couldn't sleep. She was nervous. She needed to leave her. Now, I'll probably look for the lawyers I put on too. She said she had to leave town. She ready to leave town because she just don't feel safe, right? It does look like she laughing. Let me know if it's an echo.
The student accused of beating her physically challenged teacher on the North Shore faces felony charges. The 22nd Judicial District Court attorney says 18-year-old Lariana Jackson was charged with felony, second-degree battery, and cruelty to the infirmed. Covington police arrested Jackson October 6. They say video posted on social media shows Jackson punching the teacher repeatedly and pulling her from her wheelchair. Her first court appearance is set for December 8th. Jackson faces up to 10 years in prison.
There's another video to show more. Let me see if I can pull it up. And look, that lady crazy. Let's back it up. Let me share it first. God, they can't see you. I don't have ones that old. Most kids respect me, but when you get to doing that, I'll try to pop you like you shoot you up. Hey, Best BK. Okay, y'all can see it. Y'all can see it.
Found 64-year-old teacher was injured, and the school superintendent says he is appalled. At a high school in a school system where students are forbidden to use their cell phones, the unthinkable.
I'm gonna start running.
With one student taking cell phone video, another yanks her disabled teacher from her wheelchair by the hair and begins beating her. The video shows the student striking the 64-year-old teacher at least 4 times as she's hurled to the ground, and school leaders are stunned.
I'm appalled by this behavior.
The student, 18-year-old Lariana Jackson, was arrested for the attack on the disabled teacher and charged with 1 felony count of battery of a school teacher.
I was just devastated to know what our teachers go through, what teachers in general go through on a day-to-day basis just to educate our students. For this teacher to just be having a conversation with a student and to be assaulted in this manner is very disturbing.
The person taking video may face charges too.
Anyone involved is going to be disciplined.
The teacher was badly bruised and brought to the hospital.
She was released from the hospital last night, and she's going to be monitored over the next few days, but she is hurting.
Covington police say the attack may have been prompted by a challenge on the social media site TikTok.
We have 130 million active TikTok users in the U.S., and again, over half of them are 29 and under.
The St. Tammany school system has a policy that requires students to keep their cell phones in book bags and not to use them.
For emergencies, we let them have them, but they're not allowed to be on.
But that didn't occur in Wednesday's incident, and social media experts say limits should be set.
In some cases, these kids don't know the boundaries. They don't know the boundaries of what's appropriate to post, what's not appropriate.
Covington High School has a very rich tradition. This is a very isolated event.
But social media experts say other challenges have been issued, and many fear more violence could follow. And though the superintendent says the injured teacher is out of the hospital, at this point, it is not known if she'll be returning to the classroom.
Oh, this part. Why is my stuff slow today? Oh, that part. Why some of my 8th graders started to buck. And that's why I had to switch to smaller kids, and some of them eat. Look, I work with babies mostly now, and they will fight you, okay? But I'm going to say this. I had a talk with my older ones, and we're going to show that last fight that happened in North Carolina, right? Excuse me. I talked about that with my kids, and I had a discussion with them, and I showed it to them when it first happened, right? They hadn't seen it, and I told them, like, what do you think about this? One thing I flat out told them was, I'll beat your ass, okay? If y'all want to try with me and you think that it's okay to fight me, then I'm going to fight you back. Point blank, period, right? But one thing we had a discussion about, I said, well, I don't escalate with y'all in that manner, but I be to think y'all say y'all love me, right? And we get along for the most part. I would be to think that if we were having a situation and one of your classmates escalated with me, or you saw this, that I think that you would try to de-escalate the problem, right? That you wouldn't allow nobody to attack me. They was like, oh, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be a problem. But they say, yeah, it would be some teachers that they don't fuck with like that. That they would just stand back and watch. You know what I'm saying? And I find that interesting. So I got a few things. I got some videos that I saved that I gotta watch with y'all with this. I'm trying to figure out, are they all on Instagram or on Facebook? Because I done got them. Lord, I got so many videos for I Know You Lying. Lord have mercy. I need to pull them out. Did I show y'all these? I gotta go back and look at the last one we had. It's been a long time since we had I Know You Lying. And then I just got some of my own personal videos done. Got mixed up in here. And they should have been. Okay, so this one, I know. So the other ones must be on Facebook. So that's recent. Let's see. Schools need to have some sort of phone scrambler that teachers should be able to bypass fix to this one. I believe that the government has it, right? And the school is government. But check this out. They feel like, I think what it is it costs a lot of money, but say it's an emergency and, they always talk about somebody coming in and shooting up the school or something, right? So in a case of an actual emergency, the kids are supposed to be able to advocate for themselves, and that keeps them from doing that. I know they have it for the computers. The teachers are able to block the Wi-Fi or block certain websites that they own when they have computer time. I've seen it on a consistent basis. In the school I work at, the kids are supposed to turn in their phones every day. And they have them in a lock box, like each class has a lock box or something like that. And the kids are supposed to turn in their phones. If they catch you with a phone, they're confiscating the phone. And your parent has to get it. But those are the rules for that. She says, sure has. So let's go to this next story. I think, yeah. Because let's go to this story. Down in Florida, all of the craziest people in the United States are from the Bronx or all of Florida. I didn't say that. Charlemagne the God. I've had the pleasure of meeting Uncle Charla. He's a changed man. So this is a story that I didn't hear this. A student attacks a teacher or a TA, educator, after he thought she took his Nintendo Switch. This is him. This is the lady laid out on the ground. And him fighting her still. When you hear how big this motherfucker was, this did something to me. It did something to me. A Florida high school student has been arrested and charged after he tackled and viciously beat a teacher who took away his Nintendo Switch during class. I see what you did there. The 17-year-old male student, who was reportedly 6'6", 270 pounds, can be seen on security video running towards the teacher and pushing her down unconscious. Okay. As the teacher lies, excuse me, face down on the floor, the student then proceeds to kick and punch her in the body and then punch her in the back of the head while she lies motionless. Other students and staff members try to intervene and restrain the student, who continues to attack the teacher. While police arrived at Montana's high school, they found the teacher lying on the ground bleeding. According to reports, after the teacher took the student into custody, as they walked him past the teacher, who was still lying on the ground, he spat at her and said he would come back to kill her. The actions of this student are absolutely horrendous and completely uncalled for, Sheriff Rick Staley of the Flagler Sheriff's Office said in a statement. We hope the victim will be able to recover both mentally and physically from this incident. Thankfully, students and staff members came to the victim's aid before the SRDs could arrive. In my school, in my district, is SROs. The student, who was not identified because he is a minor, was taken into the Sheriff Perry Hall inmate detention facility and later turned over to the Department of Juvenile Justice. He has been charged with felony aggravated battery. I would sue and ask them to do attempted murder. Do you hear me? Okay. All right, here we go. One day I come back to work. Y'all on that bullshit. Oh, it's unavailable. Oh, okay. If you say so, let's go to YouTube. How about that? Okay. Oh, snap. I just learned something. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case. This is a 17-year-old we're talking about who's about 6'6" and about 270 pounds. And deputies say that when the teacher's aide took away his Nintendo Switch, he literally sent her flying through the air.
Go ahead, go with Deputy King. Look at me. You gonna be cool with Deputy King and I?
I don't want to go to jail.
Flagler deputies slapping the handcuffs
You
on the
serious?
teenager. Because of his age, we're not showing his face or sharing his name. He's charged with knocking a teacher's aide. Deputies say she was Nintendo idiot.
He couldn't do it. She left the classroom. He chased her into the hallway and then very violently pushed her to the ground so that it completely knocked her unconscious.
The sheriff's office report states that his push made her go flying before she hit the floor, and that's when the beating started.
And it started kicking this teacher and punching her throughout her body, face, chest, very, very violently.
The report states he beat her about 15 times before Good Samaritans came to her rescue.
Stand up for me.
That's when SRO deputies got there.
Fortunately, other students and other faculty members, administrators came and intervened.
Deputies say as they walked the teen past his unconscious victim, he spat at her and threatened to come back and kill her. Parents say they're shocked.
It's really sad that that something like that had to happen at the school.
A lot of kids don't know how to express themselves anymore. They don't speak to each other. They don't speak to anyone else.
The student's been charged with felony aggravated battery and turned over to the Department of Juvenile Justice. We're live in Palm Coast. Matt Trezza, Fox 35 News.
I wonder if he's a little special. Because he says, I don't want to go to jail, just as calm. Those are psychotic people or people with, some diagnosis. Because the fact, and then you could calmly say, I don't want to go to jail, and then spit on a person that's laying on the ground and then threaten their life. Because you had video games at school and you did not want to face the repercussions of what happens. And my thing, this is the thing that I see so much right now in school. I feel that the kids, they don't have any repercussions for what they do. I was in school today talking to another worker, and we have a lot of fights, and the kids just like to fight. And I'm looking at them, and they just back at the lunch table like they didn't fight yesterday. I'm like, so I see y'all don't suspend kids, but they didn't get no in-school suspension. Their mamas don't be caring about what they doing. Y'all ain't got to wash no walls, like nothing. And what does it say? I know one of the kids that was fighting this week, like that person has been into multiple fights this month. A few fights this year. It's like these kids don't give a fuck because they not accountable for nothing. Not nothing. Then they get that big, right? And these are all post-pandemic kids. And they have mental issues on the back of the pandemic. Like, they really cray-cray, right? And they don't know how to handle their emotions. They don't have conflict resolution tools, just nothing, right? And they fight. They don't know how to communicate. And I'm telling you, these phones, you think the grown-ups are addicted, baby. The kids are super addicted. They is nuts. Like, they go through a real thing. I'm sorry, I'm looking to see everybody live at this moment. Okay, I see where everybody's all torn up, I guess. That's why I try to do Mondays. But it's a lot, right? So let's move on to the next thing before I open up the calls. And I gotta find the one for Rocky Mount. We're gonna talk about this and what the teacher said. So this was an update. Yes, it's very different. This is an update. We did the story on this already. The girl who was on Instagram, and she attacked her teacher. She got a year in jail, as she should. I had a kid hit me, and I had to continue like this shit was. Well, how old was the kid? And how hard did they hit you? Because my reflexes is kind of fucked up, you know. When the kids walk up too close to me, trying to run around, I jumped. These new kids think they're not supposed to have consequences. Yes, I'm afraid for the future. Shit, I'm moving to Mars and some shit. When they get to having that spaceship go one way, if I got to, baby, I'd be like 95. I'm gonna take me out this motherfucker. If I gotta have them take care of it, Okay, so let's watch this one. Is it gonna play or no?
Behind bars after she brutally attacked her teacher. Thousands on social media have shared video of the assault. Thousands on social media have 15-year-old girl to a year behind bars after she brutally
Let's stop. Okay.
Attacked her teacher. Thousands on 15-year-old girl to a year behind bars after she brutally attacked her teacher. Thousands on social media have shared video of the assault. Tonight, that teacher is talking exclusively with Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo.
Well, Rob, that video is tough to watch. What did she have to say about it?
That's right, guys. This attack happened at the end of January, but that teacher is still out of work and on the mend. The girl has pleaded guilty to aggravated assault on the teacher. She's now serving a year sentence at the youth detention center.
She just went off and pulled me down to the floor.
Heritage High School teacher Tawana Turner says in that moment, as the 15-year-old girl pounced, God spoke to her.
I heard the God say, "Don't hit her."
Other teachers had to jump in and pull the teen off of
her.
They
should have jumped in.
Turner would spend the next 6 days in the hospital.
When I got out of the hospital and came home, it hit me that I had been injured really bad and I can't go to work. I can't see my students. I can't do anything that I used to do. I can't drive.
The Rockdale County District Attorney's Office tells Fox 5 that the 15-year-old girl pleaded guilty to aggravated battery against a teacher, which is a felony. Last week, a judge sentenced her to a year in the youth detention center, followed by 5 years of supervised release. What allegedly caused the girl to go off when Turner tried to take her phone.
The young lady, hopefully she will grow from this. she will learn from this. She'll get the help she needs.
Turner has taught for nearly 3 decades. She says recently she's noticed a shift in how kids act. Would you say that the kids of today are different than the ones in the classrooms you first walked into 27 years ago?
Absolutely. Absolutely, they are. I would say that if I had to start teaching with these students, this generation, I wouldn't have been able to.
She says after the video went viral, people from around the world reached out to her to express their support.
People who don't know me have reached out to me, have helped me, are praying for me, supporting. That kind of treatment, that holds you up when you fall.
You got angels on your side.
I'm telling you, I don't take any of it for granted.
And Turner tells me if she could go back to the classroom tomorrow, even after all of this, she would. She thinks that along the way, the system failed her teenaged attacker. Moving forward, she wants to see more support for kids with emotional issues before it ever gets to this point. Tom?
Well, I think she's right, because mental health is a thing. When I say these kids be correct, they need outlets. The reason why they fight so much is because they don't have it all. First of all, they got a lot of things going on with their parents and at their homes. Just a lot of things going on, and the mental health is not there. Kids don't know how to cope after COVID. Again, these is COVID babies. They is not the same. Okay, but let me tell you something. The God that she heard from, baby. They say I be disobedient as it is. I tell you, first of all, I feel like if the teacher was standing there, which she was, like she came out, and you hear this ruckus going on, I felt like the teacher should have stepped in quicker, right? Because the girl had already assaulted the teacher by knocking the phone out of her hand. That was a trick for me. It probably would have made to the motherfucking door. Okay? So the teacher walks away, goes to the door. Like, even to this moment, I just see myself, when minute she put her hand up, I probably would, and knocked me. Well, first of all, she pushed her through the door, and she opened the door back, slammed the door back. She got in the doorway. She put her hand up. All I see as that Afro puff would have been hitting that doorway. You was not taking me down to the ground and punch me. She was so small. I would have slung her. Like, I just can't. I could take a lot. I walk away. I'm non-confrontational. But when you get to assaulting me, that's a whole different ballgame. I don't care what age you are or whatever. That little girl would have went across the room. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Now that lady got a broken leg and everything else. If I'm going down, you going down too. Period. Because you've assaulted me. And I'm within all my rights to protect myself. That's the way I feel about it. I don't care how old you are. Even the little kids. They get to hitting and carrying on and biting. And I'm grabbing you by your little arm. Gone somewhere. I'm not going to try to hurt you, but I'm going to defend myself. Hey, Shay. Everything's on a lag. How many think that, put a 1 in the chat if you think 1 year in juvenile jail was good enough for her? Well, she coming back to that school, maybe. I don't know. She probably expect. 2, if you don't think it's enough. I had to quit from teaching special education for 5 years. Wow. Here where I live at, you're now not allowed to jump in. Some cases, the parents have sued the school. The cost of the teacher hurts the kids, and I'm trying to stop them from fighting. But this is why teachers is quitting. It's a teacher shortage. I'm taking advantage. Am I going to be a teacher? No. Lord's will, no. Unless it's in the privatized sector, or I'm doing this shit like I do sometimes virtual. Keep your ass over there. Or like I do my private teaching. And then it's like, I can tell you, I don't feel like teaching you. Get out of my class. People value what they pay for. The kids who have to pay, their parents pay, I noticed their behavior and things are way different than my public school kids. Yes, they do have mental health issues. I would have thought that child back. I don't care. Yeah, you would have fought her back. I don't care if she's 50. Yeah, you gonna break my legs and break my back. Go to hell. Saki says not enough. Yes, that BK says yes. Everybody else mostly says it's not enough. How many years y'all think she should have? I would have beat her till 15 years. And I would have lost. I'm just telling y'all, I'm prepared to lose my motherfucking job. And fight for unemployment for a while, disability. I don't know, It's not funny. Yeah, it's not funny, but it's funny. You know what I'm saying? So that was quick. That means Atlanta got right on the case. Okay. They didn't play no games. They said your ass is going to jail. That's why I quit student. Like, these kids is dangerous. You're right. My grandchild is totally different in private school than they did in public. Yes. They value what they pay for. Because parents, right? Or like, I thank God partially for the No Child Left Behind Act, and that allowed my kids to get out the ghetto school and go to a better school. It's called Options for Knowledge. It's not a public school, but those schools, they take who they want to take sometimes, right? They do take the kids that are in the neighborhood, but they take kids that are outside the neighborhood. In Chicago, you have to go to the school that is in your neighborhood. So if you're not in an affluent neighborhood, you just fucked up, okay? Or in a certain type of neighborhood, you fucked up. You have to go with everybody's kids, no matter how they act, no matter what kind of home training they got. That's what you have to deal with. So if I'm moving here and there, then my kids have to move school. So I thank God that my son's last few years of grammar school, he was able to go to this school in a more Black affluent neighborhood called Peel Hill. So like, you know what I'm talking about. And the principal didn't play. Them people didn't play. We had PTA meetings. Motherfucking room was full. People were involved in, I don't know, this hair is itching me. Excuse me, y'all. Like, I got the jiggies. The parents were involved. We had events. The kids and the parents came. And it shows up in the education. We, especially in the Black race, are a people that we're quick to complain. But a lot of times we won't do what it takes to make the change. We won't. It's like it's a good old hoity-toity Black. Yes, God, and they still hoity-toity. Okay, I thank God. Does the student prioritize the parents say anything? They don't ever tell us anything. I don't think they do. Like that first girl that beat that woman in wheelchair, she got a lifetime order of protection from her. I was fuck you. That's how I feel about fuck you. Fuck your mama too. I really probably don't want to hear from your raggedy ass mama because I could see the trash that she raised. That's really how I feel about it. That is. Thank you, KB, for your membership.
You are officially a royal citizen. Welcome to the House of the Princess.
It's rare that you see somebody that's like way far to left. They don't have mental illness, that a child does not act like their teacher. Not their teacher, their parent. They act like they take some behaviors of disruption from their parent. And if they didn't, it's either something the parent is doing in the household, right? Or the way the household is run, a dysfunction in the household that has the children acting nutty as fruitcake, okay? I dare not threaten a teacher, talk flip to a teacher, much less think that I'm going to hit an educator and keep my hands. No, thank you for the Cash App, Dr. J. Thank you. But I agree, it's rare to find parents that support teachers. I try to keep in touch with I got a few parents, like they be texting me. I had one. Well, her kid is funny, and I think he has issues that they're trying to work out. They've had to sass him. Educators know what that is. Sass this child, but I spend more time, of course, with the girl child because I'm with the girl. But sometimes I mess with him. Woo, he is a handful, but he is just so handsome, right? But he's a handful, right? And we're trying to work out what things might be going on mentally that is causing the behaviors, because it all comes from something, right? And Black people have this stigma that our children don't have mental health issues. Black people do not want to go get therapy. We don't want to get help. We for damn sure don't want to get medication. And I am a person that is not my thing, especially when it comes to our Black boys. I'm not a person like medicate them. If we can do anything to not medicate, cool. But sometimes the motherfucker need something to settle them down. Grown-ups, kids, all of that, right? But he's so smart. Mama came and told him I was sitting with him because he was cutting up, I think, and the mama was there. And we were having a conversation, and he got flipped at me. He was like, I said, I told you I know your mama. And he was like, so you didn't lie, type of face. And she was like, yeah. And I told her that she could whoop your ass. And I told your teacher that she could whoop your ass. And if I have to come up here, I'm going to whoop your ass. And the counselor was like, you can't say that. She was like, he belongs to me. But we kind of need more parents that are hands-on like that. I'm not saying you got to beat your kids every time. Because like for him, I don't think whooping is always the answer, right? Because he's real smart. I had a kid that you just couldn't whoop all the time. But we need parents that don't mind working with the educators to help get their kids where they need to go. I still keep touching on my students and their parents. Right. Hey, Chrislyn. All right, so let's look. What else do we have up here? Okay, that was a girl. Okay, let me tell y'all something that I came across this week. This was some Fraggle Knuckle Bull, right? It's on Instagram. It's on my Instagram. And I need to look at my Facebook to see. Give me 1 second. How do I find it? They got the new stuff up here. I don't know how to work this. You know, when you work Facebook on the computer, it looks way different than it does on the phone. Okay, saved. That's what I want to see. The shit that I saved recently. I don't care about the things that I saved that I want to buy. I want to see the videos that I say. Well, I must ain't saved too much this week on Facebook. I didn't save it. This shit must be on Instagram, and I don't know where the hell it is. Okay, under my reels. This other story here, right? Can I pause it? Yes, God. So there's a parent. She now has Yeah, we used to say that all the time, that fraggle knuckle bull. A parent. She now has felony charges for attacking a principal. See, again, the apples don't fall far from the tree, right? And I'm gonna tell you what these explanation is. There is no volume to this video. So as you see, I have a comment right here. Like, this bitch. I'm sorry, I don't even like calling with bitches. On just a regular, okay. She now has felony charges. I meant to find this real video and I didn't. Because she pepper sprayed the principal and the assistant principal. Now the kids just walking through there, okay, and I'm sure there were some other kids in the area. She didn't care nothing about the kids, okay, the kid right behind her, and she just sprayed the pepper spray, okay. They said, they would make a joke saying the pepper spray must have been old, or they must have been in the military because it looked like they put it in their face like it was binocular. Okay, they didn't even move. Okay, but you look closely, she has her hand in her pocket the whole time. Okay, and she planned this like she got her bonnet on or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she didn't press the button right. I don't know. But if I was a lawyer, I would try my best to do the defense, to throw the book at her. I'm going for attempted murder, assault, and battery. Everything. I would come up with everything in the book I can to prosecute this lady. Okay. You put these kids in danger. Okay, it's Fox News 8 in Cleveland. Let me see if I can find the actual story. Was it Fox? See if we get us a good video here. Fox. Let me see. News 8. Woman pepper spray. Principal. Let's be specific because I don't want you to give me all this extra bullshit. Okay, this happened 6 days ago. Let's get the good old 2-minute video. I got it. Can y'all see it? Let me see. Let me see if I can make it bigger. There y'all go.
Classes at the main It is just before 9 a.m. on Tuesday, and children are arriving for classes at the main entrance of Hamilton Elementary School on Middle Avenue in Elyria. This surveillance video obtained by Fox 8 News shows a parent in a red hoodie outside the entrance. She is identified by Elyria police as 27-year-old Jessica Howes, and she was apparently upset about an issue with her child. Investigators say Howes approached Principal Joel Melvin and Assistant Principal Katie Huff and began to shout obscenities at them, and then sprayed Melvin in the face with mace and threatened to mace Huff, who was 7 months pregnant.
Oh, hell no!
Howes then fled the campus. Fellow parents say they were shocked and disturbed when they learned about her behavior with so many children on the campus.
It's really sad. People should really have a little bit of, consideration that there's children around. So I do feel like that might not have been the best thing to do at all.
The Elyria City Schools say that as a result of the incident, Hamilton Elementary School was placed in a modified lockdown known as a hold, where the school day continues normally, but students are kept in their classrooms until a crisis is resolved. In this case, the hold was lifted after Elyria police confirmed that they had arrested Jessica Howes on charges of assault on a school official and criminal trespass. While the police report does not indicate what Jessica Howes' grievance with the school administrators may have been, parents of other students at the school say she took the wrong approach if she was hoping to find a solution to the problem.
I've actually had issues with my own child, and I've called up to the school. I went up to the school, sat down with numerous counselors, sat down with numerous teachers just to see, how can we better figure this out so that my child is not getting bullied or any other child is not getting bullied. But I just feel like the way that went down was not, I feel like it wasn't a good idea.
Jack Shea, Fox 8 News in Elyria.
Baby. No, y'all be quiet. Y'all pause. Baby. I'm pregnant. Oh, I'm going to town with that shit. You tried to hurt me. You tried to hurt that baby. That's 3 people, okay? Aside from the kids that's walking by. Bitch. And it's a white lady too. And you like, girl, bye. Your ass is going to jail. Jail. Your ass is going to jail. Okay? So this is the thing. I read in the comments. So this is allegedly, right? I don't know the facts. But allegedly, this girl has an autistic child inside the school. And he was being bullied. And someone said he was driven to do that. Your ass something. I was like, that's some bullshit. I don't give a fuck. What's going on with your kid? Especially if they are special needs. You are not driven to mace the teachers, okay? Especially the principal. Please tell me what you think is going to happen from you fucking with these people. Nothing. If ain't shit happened before, it sure ain't happening after that, okay? So I said, but special needs kids have way more advocates than regular kids. Yeah, it is. It is, Miss Beautiful. Parents, like, if you have a problem with the school, please know that the principal, like, that's not, the buck don't stop there. Principals have bosses, right? Everybody's boss has a boss. Okay, everybody's totem pole. Always, right? You just need to know who to get to. I'm making all kind of police reports. Oh, excuse me. I'm telling everybody, this is some bullshit. You have to know how to maneuver. But that shit was ignorant, right? So now you going to jail. How does that help your kids? They ain't got no mama. Now you ain't got no babysitter. Like, the shit is just ignorant. 27 years old. Some women need not to be able to procreate. I really think so, They just let everybody have kids. Okay, so this last story we're going to go to, and I am going to open up the phone lines. So, excuse me, I guess I'm irritated down here on the floor. I'm usually not this close to the floor, and I'm by carpet. But I'm still setting up this little stack of apartment. Oh, my beautiful. So beautiful. I haven't had to take allergy pills in a while. But my eyes was itching earlier. I think I got some stuff right here on the floor. I wasn't able to find it. I'm going to reach out to that lady down in Atlanta. And I'm trying to figure out how I can get in touch with the lady in North Carolina, right? For an interview. So I don't want to do this one first. Let me go back. Some of you, I'm sure you should know what happened at Rocky Mount High School. But if you don't, I want to go back to show y'all what happened. Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all. I have access to the raw video. The raw video where the fight, I got the ass cheeks out, everything, right? But I can't show it to y'all because, like, that's why I got a community guidelines last time. I can't alter. Well, I could, but if I tried really hard, but I haven't altered the video. I have to figure out how to blur the face of the juvenile in order to play the video, because you can't show juvenile's face on YouTube like in those types of situations. So, and then ass cheeks, ass everywhere. That's another issue too. But I can give you the link where you could see the video, and I might, matter of fact, I've been meaning to. I'm gonna post it to PR613. If you're not following the Palace Report 613, you need to be, okay? Because me and some other people that's blogging, when I get my other bloggers going, but me, I'm just doing everything right now. And I spell Instagram.com. Follow PR613. We're going to be the next neighborhood talk, the next shade room. It's coming. Okay. Is that the name of the channel? Palace Report 613. Is that how it comes up on Instagram? Let me see. Oh, where's Instagram? Give me one second. Yeah, oh, Palace Report. No, the. Okay. I'm glad I checked that. Okay, I didn't put the in the name, but it is called the Palace Report. Okay, follow Palace Report 613 over down to the Instagram. We're going to be like the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, B Sky. It's going to be a little bit of flavor. We're going to have a little bit of everything. So that's going to be my, that is my blog page. It's soon to be a blog website. I just have to set it up. I got a lot of things going. So yeah, there's the link for the Instagram page. It is Palace Report 613, and I will post the video up there, and I'll see if they let me keep it up there, right? And usually they just put a little thing that says it's graphic. But I pulled, that's why I got the news thing up today. See, I pull these things under the guise of news and give me our news, so they kind of let those things move forward versus just salaciousness. Because I got some stuff for I Know You Lying, and honey, I'm like, I don't know if I can show that, honey, but I might put it on the Instagram. See if Meta is fooling with me, okay? So this teacher got into it with a student, right? Based on the guise that she took the student's phone. And I'm just going to leave it right there. And the student didn't want her taking a phone. Oh, yeah, I got to pull up. Where is my saved stuff on Facebook? That shit is, I have it on Facebook. This little huzzy, honey. I'm not going to say it couldn't be me. Thank God it isn't me, okay? And they got down. Thank you. Yes, I know. They got down to the goddamn, honey, like they was down to the boxing ring. And they was throwing them hands. God better lay hands on you for laying hands on me. That's all I got to say. And I got kids too. Oh, hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
Breaking stories right off the top at 5 o'clock. A student and substitute teacher both facing assault charges in this fight caught on camera. It happened on Monday at Rocky Mount High School. The video indicating the fight was over a cell phone. No one was seriously hurt. Police say the student was charged with simple assault via juvenile petition. The substitute teacher, Xaviera Steele, is also charged with simple assault. She received a written promise to appear in court and was released.
Child. Let me see if I can find one better. Thank you, Christine. Down to the Instagram. I thought that might have been too short, right? She was charged. When was she charged? 6 days ago. I don't want to. Yeah, this one. I needed to find the one Deb put up. That was a good one because it had the teacher. One of the teachers. They gave a little insight to what was going on. Okay, so we already sharing this. And she was a tenure teacher. I talked to a tenure teacher, one of the mentors down in my school, about it, and she shed some light on this.
Right now at 6, Rocky Mount police are investigating after a fight between a substitute teacher and a student. It was all caught on video. Thank you for joining us. I'm Deborah Morgan.
And I'm Gerald Owens. This fight was caught on a cell phone camera by someone in the classroom. Since then, people have shared it more than 800 times on social media. WRO's Destiny Patterson explains this all started over a cell phone.
It started as an argument over a confiscated cell phone, and it quickly escalated. The scuffle ended with substitute teacher Xavier Steele and the unnamed student on the ground. Steele's hands appear to be pressing down near the student's head, and the student screams. It's not clear why Steele took the student's phone.
The cell phones got no place in class. And then you're going to go up there and jump on a teacher or fight a teacher. That is wrong.
WRAL obtained the district's cell phone policy, which says she was within her authority to take it if the phone was visible or the student was using it. The district's assistant superintendent says the employee has the right to, quote, reasonably restrain the student if they're attacked and can defend themselves to the point that they are free of the threat or attack. Betty Atcherson is also a substitute teacher.
If you have not gone into a school recently to see how the kids act, you would just be totally surprised at the disrespect some of them can render.
But she says it shouldn't get physical.
As the adult, that you have to try to contain yourself.
While police are using the word assault, they have not announced any formal charges against either the substitute teacher or the student. The district says that Steele has been working as a substitute teacher since last school year, and because the police and the school district are investigating the incident, at this time it's not clear what the punishments would be, if any at all. Destiny Patterson, WRAL News, Rocky Mount.
Okay, let's go to the next one. In the meantime, thank you, Christy, for the super sticker. Thanks, y'all. Today. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. And I hope all y'all have press the like button on your way. Please press the like button, okay? So far the math is pretty much mathing, okay? So let's go to this video. This is one of the latest videos. I don't know why all of them got this thing up here.
To our newsroom, police have charged both a student and a teacher for a fight at a Rocky Mount high school that was posted on social media earlier this week. The fight happened on Monday in a classroom. Xavier Steele, a substitute teacher, was charged with a simple assault, as was the student through juvenile petition. Police said no injuries were reported. A video posted on social media showed the student confronting a teacher, with the two ending up in a fight on the floor of the classroom. Steele was on top of the girl during the video. The teacher was released on a written promise to appear in court.
Yeah, okay. So this teacher, let me go back to images. Yes. It was, okay, so this is on TikTok. So I've been trying to find this teacher's page, but I can't. right? But I did find it on Instagram. The teacher finally came out and said something. And this is what she said. Thank you. Can y'all see it? Can we go back? Okay. My TV must be behind.
Hey, everybody. Here's the teacher. You wanted to hear from the teacher? Here I am. First of all, I want to say I love everybody. Thank you for your support. Yes, people have been getting threats and some negativity. That's just, it doesn't really matter. At that point, everybody does have an opinion. But I've been working with young people for 22 years. I started out in high school tutoring young folks in elementary. I taught dance, cheerleading, drill team. I taught Sunday school, praise and worship dance. Like I said, Sunday school, Sunday church, and found myself, I used to work as a administrator, also office support in a school district, and then I'm here as a substitute teacher. Thank you. I'm so glad you can hear me or can't hear me. Can or can't. I just wanted to say, though, in all my 22 years, never have I ever experienced what I experienced this Monday. I've never been attacked by young folks. I love young people. This is why I work with them. I have a heart for them. That young lady attacked me, and she went for blood. She took out an inch of my hairline from here all the way to 2 inches back here. And y'all know that Black women have hair issues, okay? I don't understand what it is with Black on Black crime, Black women hating on each other. I never did that. I always show love to my sister, especially to the kids. The kids are our future. So that fake page that was up, that somebody was like, F the kids and F that job.
You should
It was
have.
never F the kids, because the kids are our future. But I'm going to tell you this. She was in my space. She was behind the desk. I followed protocol for whoever said that I touched her first. Okay? And I tried to call for an administrator or somebody at the office 3 times. But never in my 22 years working with young people have I ever been attacked. But let me tell you something. Within a month, there has been a teacher that was knocked unconscious with her head kicked in. Twice, 2 teachers. Another teacher got a gun pulled on her. And like I say, I love kids. My husband said, yeah, I spend my own money. I reward good behavior. I let the kids know that they have something to offer the world. They do. Each and every one of them is special in their own way. And the world is waiting for them to share their gifts. But as for me, as much as I love the kids, I cannot put my life or my livelihood in danger anymore. I will be saying goodbye to this profession. I went to school 3 times for real estate. Oh, yes, I'm being faced with charges as well. as well behind this. And so if I get a charge on my record, there goes my career again, period. I have 4 children. My children would never, you best believe, I raise my kids right. They would never disrespect authority of any kind or an adult. They know to come to me. OnlyFans is out of the question. I'm not that kind of lady. I grew up in church. Okay? But I just wanted to say, I still love the kids. They are our future. But at this point, I cannot put my children's livelihood nor my family in this situation to where I'm not getting paid. And it may be possible that what I went to pay my money for to go to school for 3 times. Yeah, I did not think that I would be ending. I would not be working the last 4 weeks of school. I will have more details on what happened. I appreciate everybody that's given their donations to my husband's GoFundMe account. That's awesome. And so many people are leaving the profession. And I'm going to have to wash my hands behind this as well. So I can't do this. And I'm not here to talk about what was under my clothes. Okay, that is not even up for discussion. You're hearing it from the teacher right now. I do love kids. Please raise your children. Spend time with them. Love on them. Teach them right and wrong. Teach them to respect authority. If you want to keep a job or go into these professional places, you have to follow protocol. That's right. You can't be on your phone at a job, period.
Oh, I just put some eye drops in my head. Oh, you know they got them. I think she had a thong on at least, but I would want. She tried not to put her buns down on that little girl. Can you imagine you want to fight somebody's ass out? And they straddle you. Let me put her name back up on the screen. Hold on, let me find it. Which one got her name? Her name is Zavaria or something. It's something. It's kind of ghetto, Miss Steele. That's what we gonna call it. Zaviria. Here we go. Let me share it. And then I'll type it in the chat. Which one was that? Where's she from? Yeah, that's North Carolina. I ain't seen no titties. Like, I'll post the video. She ain't had no titties out. Whose titties was out? Okay. She wasn't wearing pants. This is why I'm saying I can't share the video, the real video, on here because her ass was out. And I gotta blur the kid's face out. Oh wait, y'all can't see this. So it's X-A-V. Oh wait, I ain't got told that one. X-A-V-I-E-R-A. Steele. Make sure. Let me look up close. Zaviria. I think that's her name. Zaviria Steele. Hey, Cheryl. And my Mimsy is in the building. So, yeah, her cakes were out in the show. In things. So, the real video was like a minute. The thing was, the lady, she had the girl's phone. And she said she was on the phone trying to call administration. And she was pulling the phone back. The girl told her, "Give me my shit." Excuse me. My first plan actually like, who was the fuck? is you talking to that? Like, I'm on one. Like, even if a dog's talking to me like that, I got a problem, okay? She said, give me my shit. And I'm trying to find this. I don't know if it's on my Instagram. Let me look through my phone because I can't find stuff on the internet, but I can always find it through my phone for whatever reason, unless it's under. And look who comes up first. BBL Barbie with Mims. His foolishness on my Instagram. Go follow Mims. Help him get to his 5,000 people. I do have Instagram. You can follow it. It's House of the Princess. Just underscore under each name, each word. I have. Ooh, I'm creaking everything. I had a post, and I really think it was under my Facebook, and I just can't find it. Of what the girls were saying down to the Instagram and the inbox. That was an epic fail to help y'all see it of how this happened. I know I saved it. So this is allegedly the girl's Instagram, and she was mad. Okay. She said, the fact that nobody helped me is crazy. People just stood there and let that woman manhandle me. Y'all supposed to be friends and barely know anybody asked if I was okay. Y'all laughing at this BS and it's not funny. If anybody got shit to say about it, we can get it in the field, and that's facts. 100. So that's what the girl said to y'all because y'all let that woman manhandle her. Ooh, $12,000. Okay. Go ahead. A little bit more to get the rest of her through the rest of your next 6 months. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, she had her cakes out. So what happened? That dress she had on, I had to see if I found a very, the dress she had on, it was short but not short, and she leaned over, and when she fell over, she fell over because the girl was grabbing her by the hair. Okay, she grabbed her by the hair and she snatched her down. And her ass, and then you saw ass everywhere, okay? Ass everywhere. Okay, yeah, let's share this tab instead. So do you see this? Like, these are stills from the fight. And so, oh, y'all can't see nothing. Okay. Yes, it was lots of cake served. And so that's why they asking the lady if she want to do an OnlyFans, because she have a nice little booty, her whole ass was out while she was fighting the girl. And, I personally, I don't go outside with no panties on. Okay. I just don't. And I'm not a fan of the thongs unless I'm wearing them around the house and I know they're coming off in a few minutes. Now, in my youth, I might get me in a G-string every now and then. But I was looking at my booty like in the mirror at work today. I need to go back to them crunches. Them squats, because I want to keep my booty round. I see it and get a little misshapen, so that's from sitting down all the time. So I might have to just stop and do some squats in my seat in between classes. We'll make sure it's something, okay? But it's about to be warm outside. I'm gonna walk. That's the sidebar. Oh, and we're about to get the Discord going on for our weight loss party, members only, okay? That's the sad thing. Okay, so, that's high school. But I don't trust high schools. They're even worse. Like, I would not wear a skirt that's short simply because I'm in elementary school and little kids are little and they will be right in. And they start off early trying to fuck you, okay? And I know it sounds crass, but that's what they see. That's what they hear. Okay. Case in point, one of the young men in the primary grade, one of the classrooms I be at, the teacher tells me, He was in trouble. And I'm like, what the baby done did? And he just repeated what he heard. Ooh, daddy, rub on my nipples. Just like that. She said he may not have known exactly what he was saying, but he knew it was inappropriate. Young little boys love to feel on pantyhose and legs. I have to be careful because my kids love to hug me. Do you see these pillows here? Okay, I'll have a kid motorboat me in a minute. I have to be careful. Don't tell me, little kids, they don't know what fucking is, but they know what feels good. They know what looks good. Okay? And they're curious. Yes, ma'am, I am. They're curious. Okay? They're curious. If they standing under your skirt, they're going to see what color panties you got on, okay? Now, if you're not wearing no panties, okay, and it's not going to come out that they was invading your personal space and looking up between the crack of your ass, that's not what they're going to go home and tell their friends and their family. They're going to be like, I saw Miss Tyrone's booty in school. And now you got an OIG case. Like, these things can go so many different ways. Okay, so just wear panties. When you go to the high schoolers, they gonna lift your dress up. How many cases do we have where the women teachers is fucking the little boys? Okay, more times than not, and not only are they molesting the little boys, they getting pregnant, having babies by babies, and go to jail. Okay? Go to jail. Ma'am, go to hell, because there's plenty of dick out here, okay? You don't have to take it from the children. I wore maxi dresses and kept my mini skirt. Yes! I'm wearing my dresses to the floor. And they're not going to be too fitted either, because they trying to see what you got. One of the kids was getting into another kid. How old was them kids? Because they come and tell me everything. It'd be funny to me sometimes. But they was arguing. 4th or 5th grade. And the argument was, well, I'm finna go with your mama. She look good. What's your... Like, they don't care. They start early now. I see your mama. I'm finna get her number. 4th grade, 5th grade. You have to be wary as educators what you wear to school. Right. I always is wearing pants. They is doing, they're going to touch on you. They look for reasons to touch you. Stay out of my personal space. Like, I literally had a kid sit all the way down the table. They be like, can I sit next to you? Hell no. This is as close as you getting, right here and right here. Stand over there. No, ma'am. I don't want your germs. I don't want you all in my personal space. I don't want you stealing from me. I don't want you touching me. Let me see you coming. Okay? I have to. Yeah, them kids they be, my kids is ratchet, so they become with all kind of shit. I will never subscribe to not wearing panties in school. Not with no short dress. But, things happen. I know the lady didn't plan on getting to a fight that day, but, things happen. Along with that is the argument whether the teacher was appropriately dressed. Like, some people forgot about the fight in its entirety because they was looking at her clappers. I just say wear drawers. My mentor says she must have been appropriately dressed. She seemed like she was appropriately dressed. She said when you walk in the office, you got to clock in. The teachers never said anything. The administration never said anything about her dress. It's just the dress came up, while she was fighting. I will say that lady most likely will lose her job, only because if they look at the video closely, when the girl pulled her down, she didn't just like restrain her immediately. She got a few wins. Ow. So that part might go overboard when you're calling self-defense of a student. Like you didn't have to punch her, but I understand. Oh, okay. When I used to substitute, I had a little boy that was stalking me to the point I had to write him up. I was only 20. Oh yeah. Oh, he was a young tender. Yeah. You young enough for them to think that they got a chance. Yes, God. Okay. They is crazy. Yes. These kids is bold. There's a whole different type of situation. They got social media. They seen Pornhub already. This is look at the videos that they watch, and the kids let them watch YouTube on their house. And any of my kids, I know some of y'all done found my channel. I told y'all stay out of my fucking business. Let me find out and look and see you've been on this page. That's all I got to say. All right. Have a nice day. Go do something the kids do. There's just so many things that they're overexposed to, which is unfortunate. I had to volunteer at the school on base and introduce myself. I am Miss Cheryl, and I fight kids. And I gotta never die. Oh no. You gotta ease them on into the fighting of the children. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, not to fight up my kids. That's like at the end of you scared to do hickeys after kids. Oh Lord. So this little girl is angry, but you told me to give me your shit. And when you put for a few minutes, okay? And we're not gonna have no long drawn out sessions, so y'all believe to call in, right? Got a good 20 minutes. The guests can stream this to their own definition. Oh, not for y'all. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Okay. Hey, my BJ! Oh, I haven't seen her in a while. Yes. Hey, my BJ. It was a special leg. Well, you can't fight them. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, not legally. Okay. I've been bitten when I was DSP, and that was the last time I quit that. I don't do special needs like that. My cousin was married to her husband for over 30 years, and he was her teacher at high school. How long can you wait today? I substituted in high school when I was 19, and all the kids were trying to figure out if I was a new student. I would too. I'm surprised that how you subbed at 19. You barely got a high school diploma. Man, please, they put us through so much. I'm not a sub. I think they say I'm qualified to be a sub. I don't know in Chicago now, especially with these people touching on these kids. You got to go through 5-6 different type of background checks. They check what your mama did in 1968. How many pieces of paper do you have under you? How many alphabets do you have behind your name? Look, I was 2 seconds from just buying some alphabets behind my name, and I was like, well, it's not worth it, to cheat, just go ahead and do it because I'm almost there. I'm waiting for these people to call me back, and that's upset me. You done a lot of high-end things, girl. I was a prison officer for the state of Texas at 19. I fight anybody. I'm with you, okay? I'm with you when you're right, okay? I'm just saying, don't hit me and I won't hit you. So also, this is what the mentor said. Again, I just pinned the link to the chat. So my mentor said, and I discussed this with a few teachers. She said, and so she's been teaching for quite a while, 30 years or something like it, right? She said that as a teacher, coming in as a sub, she would not have tried to confiscate that phone. She not trying to enforce no shit. You are a sub. They always going to try to sub. Are you willing to lose your job over a phone or over that bullshit? Now, what somebody else may know of is that sub had to been the assigned sub to that school. And the girl probably already has some type of issue with the sub to try her that hard in that manner. Because I saw another video, I just can't find it right now, where it said she worked for a certain temp agency. And that temp agency had her filtered out to that specific school. As you saw in the video, the school has a no cell phone policy. One of her classmates that was in the classroom says, that's the post I was looking at. Allegedly, this is a classroom. She told them to take that fight. Because she told them, I'm about to beat this teacher's ass for not giving me back the phone. She took everyone's phone. This is something we didn't know in the beginning. She took everyone's phone. At the time of the situation, she did not give that specific child her phone back because she was disrespectful to her and cursing her out. And that is the reason why she still had her phones. But everybody was in compliance with turning in the phones. It was time for her to give the phone back. And she didn't get her phone back because she was belligerent and disrespectful. And so she told them, take this. I'm finna beat this teacher's ass if she do not give me back my phone. And I want to know if y'all are calling in. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me if you do these elements change the dynamics. As parents, tell me what you think about the attacks and how teachers are to defend themselves. Are we supposed to defend ourselves in any cause? So as y'all call in, hit the like, okay, on Facebook and on here down to the YouTube. I am going to take a commercial. I want you to hit the like button or anything else, and then we're going to take Miss Shay. Okay, be right back.
Even though I didn't make the live, I'm gon' catch the replay. I get up work at 5. If I like it, I'ma give you a like, and if I love it, I'ma go and subscribe. Oh, I really like your page, it matches my vibe, but I'll be mad if I'm not in your chat tonight. Just know that I be in the bus, I be in the bus. Subscribe, like your picture matches my vibe, and I will never drop time.
Okay. I stretched my leg for about 2 seconds, honey. Oh, she said it sounds sexual. Thank you, Dutchess. Yes. Hi, Key Mikey. Y'all go follow him. Okay, that's who made that song. He got some other songs, and he made uh the Foo La La song. Okay. Also announcements, because I keep getting caught up and I forget, and now I'll make it again. I meant to make it at the stop opening. Our friend Simone LaBouche, aka Running That Mouth. Those who watch Love and Marriage Huntsville review, when she's able to come on, she comes on, and when she can call in, she calls in. Simone LaBouche, please pray for her. She's very sick in the hospital. She had a stroke. So her biggest thing right now is she's struggling with her speech, and her voice is everything, right? And she's going to have a long recovery. Um, she says that they're going to have to give her some type of brain surgery. I don't know all the details. They're still going on with it. I will try to talk to her tomorrow, maybe late tonight, because she's 2 hours. We're thinking about doing a GoFundMe, um, or I'm thinking about doing a different type of fundraiser. Me do that do well. If you would like to give to her Cash App, I'm gonna put it up in the community tab, her Cash App and everything, or just send her an inbox. Her Instagram is Running That Mouth. Let me type that in the chat. So yeah, she's Running That Mouth on Instagram, right? You can inbox her, send her some love. Let her know that we're thinking about her. Send her something to her Cash App, because she's not going to be able to work. She uses her voice to work. She's not going to be able to work when she comes out of the hospital. Getting your bearings back together. Again, brain surgery is major surgery, and having a stroke, it's a lot. So please, let's not forget about her, our sister, and let's keep her up in prayer, and just let's put our arms around her to motivate her and just make her feel good. If you're watching, hey Simone, okay. So with that being said, now I'm going to bring up the first guest on the panel is Shay, the gym dropper.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Miss Princess. Long time no see on here.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Honey, I've been.
Like, I gotta get a desk so I can sit up here and go live.
Girl, I'm gonna talk to you about that afterwards. I just got me one, and I had to tell you about it. It was very economical.
Okay.
I'm all about the deals, honey. I'm all about saving that dollar.
Oh, we know.
And yes, prayers to Miss Simone. First of all, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is got to be very scary, because from what I've been told, it's like it's the wires in your brain getting mixed up, and you know what you want to say and you can't say it. Like with our dear Miss Sweetie Poo, and we have to just slow down. And I know it's hard for me to slow down talking, because I automatically talk fast. And somebody even told me, they was like, "You talk so slow." I'm like, "Child, if only you knew it's a work for me to try to talk slow, because otherwise I'm gonna be 100 miles an hour, be Like I'm like, what did she say?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Okay, exactly. Wait a minute. What is going on in here? But yeah, really don't I really don't feel like that teacher with the cakes out should be charged because these kids trying you, and like you said, she had already done planned it and told them to go ahead and record this because I'm finna whoop her ass. Because when you said she had taken up all of the kids' phone, I'm like, well, who still had a phone to record? But then you said she had already gave them all back except hers. I was like, oh, so she wanted to show her little happy. Well, she wanted to show her ass and ended up showing the teacher ass. But in the process, a whole lot of ass got shown.
Ass everywhere, ass everywhere.
Ass. But no, I don't feel any teacher should be having to be held to a standard where you're gonna take an ass whooping. Because I'm sorry, my reflexes ain't set up like that. You just be popping on me. No, it's gonna be some popping back like she did. I might have to give me a few licks on the way down. It is what it is.
Yes, she did.
And like I said, she did, and I'm have to, like she said, suffer the consequences later. And it's really smart the way they're doing. I don't know if you realize the way she said, "Please donate to my husband's GoFundMe," because that way they can't try to go for that money from her. That was real smart. Somebody already they've already consulted with an attorney. If you're gonna do a GoFundMe, do not do it in your name. Do it in your husband's name or your child's name. We got to be smart about these things because that's when they put their hand in your pocket. Next thing you know, she have a big old GoFundMe and the damn school will be wanting part of it for them, saying she tore up some of the dough facing or something. You gotta watch these people. I'm telling you, everybody want a piece of the pie. I guarantee you tell anybody you know, girl, I'm gonna give me a nice little piece of change. You know, it's been a long time coming. I've been waiting for this, and I'm so happy I'm gonna finally be able to do a little something for myself. The first thing out these bitches, these people mouth gonna be, what can I get a little something? Or what can you loan your girl something? Knowing they ain't gonna pay it back. Knowing they ain't gonna pay nothing back.
Fuck with me, DJ. Fuck with me.
That's all he said. Girl, I got you. Fuck with me. I got you. Whatever you need, baby. Baby, I got you. I ain't got no, you ain't got nothing I need. I need peace.
Hold something.
Okay, let me hold. Yeah, hold this damn L because I ain't gonna loan you nothing, okay?
Hold these nuts, okay?
Okay, for
They
real,
put it in my
people-
dog's neck.
Okay, right. Put it in my dog's name for real. Somebody's name, but don't put it in mine because they're gonna try to come snatch it down. The little hot ass girl will be her parents. She fuck around and be talking about
They gonna sue your ass.
Yeah, she heard and she needs to sue her, and then they'll be trying to sue the school. See, that's why you got to watch that because that's how that stuff backfire you. But yes, I did. I was a substitute teacher in high school in a high school facility when I was 19, and then when I was 25, I did a lot of ESL children. Substituting at elementary school. And honey, I tell you, them kids are something. And that was back in 2005 ish. Nowadays, honey, I don't know what these kids be doing.
You know, first thing, 99 and 2000.
2000 back when the people going to Freaknik. You know, I wasn't at Freaknik.
And that lady's ass was out.
Yes, and the ass was out for the 2000. Yes. What if she was at Freaknik too, girl?
She look a little younger than me. I don't know. You know, Freaknik, you have to be a little old. I don't know
Girl,
where they're down North Carolina. They ain't no too far from Atlanta. So I don't know.
But it was some young
she
girls.
said she's a church going girl. She's a church girl.
Oh yeah, but that don't mean she wasn't at Freaknik. That don't mean she wasn't at Freaknik back in the Gap, honey.
I'm done with you, Shay. Hold on, Shay.
You got to be a sinner. You got to be a sinner to come to the Lord. You ain't nobody coming without sin. They can't play with me.
Let me add Christine.
All right, well, I'm gonna get on up out of here. I just had to
was
put
gonna
in my
leave you
little
up there.
Okay, I'll stay.
Hey, Christine.
Hello, Queen Princess. Looking
Hey.
gorgeous. I love your hair.
Thank you.
You know, I said I've been checking and checking. I remember when you said you were gonna be talking about this. I said I'm definitely gonna call in. Oh,
yeah, I know we were supposed to go live yesterday, but look what had happened was.
No, you good.
I be teaching the kids, and then I had to stop down to the Walmart because y'all know my sinuses. Like I have now like medicated pills that I have to drop into a saline wash. And I have to wash.
Wow.
I'm supposed to I'm supposed to wash my sinuses out twice a day, and I have ran out of saline, and I hadn't done it in a couple of days. So I was like, look, I have to stop there, and I was stopped at the mini Walmart. Excuse me, I just got home at almost 7. It was just things to do, and I was just tired. And I was like, this is not going to work. And I didn't have my stuff pulled up. I was like, let's try it again another. I live to try it again another day.
No, absolutely. I was like, oh, I hope I didn't miss it. I hope I didn't miss it. But yeah, now that you said that, that changes everything. That I don't feel. Well, I didn't feel sorry for the student to begin with. She was disrespectful from jump. But as far as this whole cell phone thing, these kids are like I said, I had to leave. I only got to teach for 5 years, and I had to get up out of there immediately. But it's a shame though, because it's really sad. Like I really enjoyed it. I called them like they were my babies, but I had to finally, the worst problem was the administration. Long story short, I had a student jump up to give me a hug, this first grader, and another teacher, Vanilla, she saw it, and she actually went to my principal and said that I was physically restraining a student. And they put it right in my file. Didn't even ask me anything: who, what, where, when, why, how.
Oh, I was cool, all y'all. What did your union rep say?
No, that's the thing. With special education, I didn't have. I was like a paraprofessional, so I was more like a one-on-one with the within the autistic, with the special needs. The special education department. So I was like at the high school, but yeah, that was the last incident where I just had to leave. I've never experienced or felt that way. I said that was literally defamation of character. Like what? I would never.
Got you a lawyer, girl. I'd be like, I know Sue, okay, and play them white people's game with them. And as soon as I found the paperwork, I would like they would have changed they met this like, oh, I'm sorry. But for me, so since I've been on and off hiatus, I did get my paraprofessional's license, right?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Go, Princess.
So I went on a retreat with the teachers this weekend. And I said, my thing is, since one of my coworkers on my team, she was like, she's in teaching school or whatever. She's doing her observations and all that. She was like, oh, you should work SPED. You're so good at it. The kids. I said, well, I almost said something. I said, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay. I don't want to do it. And I was at the retreat. I said, I don't want to. They was like, but you're a paraprofessional. If you change jobs from what you're doing, you're gonna most likely do SPED. I was like, I'd rather be a teacher's assistant than a SPED worker. And I said, the reason why is I've been a DSP. And like I said, I have a bite. I remember it was like right here. You can barely see it on my skin now.
Wow, you still have a scar. Wow.
But you could barely see it. But I remember vividly when this whole mouthpiece was right here on my arm, and I was a DSP. How long ago? I was in my early 30s. And my person was 21. And she jumped off the floor and bit me. And I was standing up.
No, man.
Verbal. And she was mad. She was acting out. And I was like a day program. I was trying to leave. And I was standing in front of the elevator. And I remember exactly what I said in that moment. I said, okay, since you want to act up, me and Miss Hassan, I'm just saying that Miss Hassan, we gonna go to breakfast, and I ain't gonna get you none. And so she had pica, okay? So she used to eat everything, even when she wasn't hungry. And so she decided to eat me then, okay? So
oh my goodness.
She jumped up and bit. Apparently she understood enough, okay? And she jumped up and bit me and put them things in my arm, and I hollered. And them light-skinned people were slow to come around the corner to understand what was going on. But by then she done sunk her teeth into me. And I've done one-on-ones in the school. Get on the bus, and then baby, the last time I did that, they had like a 9-year-old, and I had to take him upstairs and change his shitty diaper.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that happens when you
no. Yeah, no.
I said, yeah, no. So, and I told the teachers, I said, see, I always get them type of fucking situations when I get sped. Most times it's not just, oh, I'll be your one-on-one and I'll write you notes, or you know what I'm saying, you might have a little behavior disorder, we got to talk it over. I always get the ones way to the left, and you don't have a choice to say,
right, no forewarning either.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, that's why I'm leery about going in this bed. I'm like, I consider your class. And yeah, I got a few of the kids anyway, with other stuff I'm doing and tutoring them and teaching them how to read. Like, yeah, I can handle that. But it's because it's like a box of chocolates. You don't never know what you're going to get.
Well, that's funny you say that, because I was the same thing. I was similar when I first started. I was riding the bus up to the high school, with a technical high school. I was in the engineering, class with my students, and everything was fine. And like I said, but the thing that used to get me was every time I would be able to turn the student around and just have a good report. I'm not saying like I just, worked magic and then they were just perfect, but I'm just saying that I was able to build a report. And as soon as I would do that, then it's all of a sudden the administration would pull the rug out, and they're like, oh, we're going to give me another student who's worse. And then I would, work with them and some time, build rapport with them. And I was like, this is not a game of musical chairs. You ain't just going to keep giving me the worst of the worst. Right. Until it was like after that. But the last straw was that student. And I even said, like, okay, well, she literally kind of I was sitting down grading papers and I was getting up, and I just so happened to turn and I see her, she's already running down the hallway and jumped to my arms. So what am I supposed to do? Throw her to the ground? Like, it just really, like, after that, sadly, thank God I never had this bad of an experience, but I definitely feel for the teacher. And like how we were, talking about earlier, when I was at the high school, I never wore skirts. I never wanted to. I suggest, because going up staircases, or if I was helping,
They're gonna look.
Right, you bend over, drop something.
But some of them teachers, like you said earlier, Princess, like, especially like elementary or any school age level, but they're all going to look or try to look. So I try to alleviate that with what I wear to school. After school, I'm a different person. I'm Christine. I'm not Miss L. But they would, some of them teachers, mini skirts. And I'm like, but you're looking at me sideways if I have capris on, and they tried to pull that, that doesn't look professional. But does a mini skirt look professional on a teacher of a second grade teacher that's going to be sitting down reading a story, quote unquote, to the kids?
And they sitting on the floor.
Carpet time, yes.
Right. And how can you teach primary? Like, I'm thinking about, when it gets warm, if I'm gonna wear these sundresses, because like I said today, I done finally pulled back out my clothes, and I got to get this way down because some of it was fitting tight. I'm like, I look teacher. I was like, fuck it, let me, dress professionally today. And I have my little sweater on, and I have my Jacqueline Smith pants on, and I even put a different little gym shoe. I pulled some out, barely ever warm, So I was looking kind of teacherly. I know they was looking like, well, shit, you ain't got no stretch pants on today. Sure the fuck don't. But and the principal, I know it wasn't just me. It was because some of the people was coming to work looking fucked up. We got parent volunteers and all this kind of stuff walking around the building, and you got these 300-400 people, 100-pound people, and she got her belly out because the shirt is not long enough. I've heard the vice principal complain about people wearing jeans with the holes in them to work, like that's unprofessional. But everybody has like a different department. We all work in the school, but some of us are unionized and some of us are not. The ones who are not unionized, they're able to push more of a dress code on.
Right,
So,
right.
Because they're speaking for an individual.
I said I read it. I said I got on my jacket. I got a whole outfit on. I said, but I gotta coach the girls after school. So what, you want me to change my clothes? He said it would help. It would help. I'm like, yeah.
Sure, a lot of things would help. The pay raise would help too.
I can go work somewhere else after school. How about that?
The pay raise would definitely help too, sir.
Hey,
that part right there.
But they would come in real. But since he put that memo out, I have seen people dress a little bit better. But I did go to the dance store when I ordered my kids some uniforms. I had ordered me some pants. They still stretch pants, but they in the school colors, and I wear them. Like you're gonna have to bend a little bit. I got lots to do. Y'all don't pay me for all of my time. So yeah, if I'm going to work out tomorrow, I'm gonna wear some fitted pants. I try not to wear short tops though that show my shape, because I do know them little boys, they be,
Right. They go booby crazy, honey.
Yeah, they're looking at the titties in the ass. So I try to make like yesterday. I wore a sweater.
Girl, you can't hide all that. You got to wear a muumuu.
I have very good bras on, so I don't have Baywatch titties. So
that's ain't no titties popping out. That's one thing.
Yeah, they don't move. Okay.
They don't move. I feel you. That's how I am. That's some $60, $65 bras. Get you right.
Yes, God.
But that was the hard part, though. Like you said, Princess, like that. Well, for me, that I didn't have the union support, so I literally is just me, myself, and I out all alone. I felt like anytime there was I felt like I was the least paid as a paraprofessional. They demanded the most, like you said, but I'm like, I'm not going to have my nice dress shoes on or whatever, and I have to be in a gym class, or I'm going to, anything, When I worked at the junior high school, I was also assisting students that were, I had 2 students that were running cross country. I couldn't just sit down on the bleachers and just watch them. I had to physically run it with them because I had to make sure they didn't run off somewhere or something.
Oh, wow. Did you lose any weight? Did you get
fit? I did. But then, you know what? But then, at 5 o'clock, I added on a couple pounds at adult beverages.
We got a sidebar question. What keeps the wire from coming out of the bra? Yeah, you got to see the tittyologist. Okay, really what you're not, but I do it, because I just go by that. You're really not supposed to, what prolongs the bras is.
Yeah, I don't wear wire bras.
Yeah, I know. I have some with that. Let me see if this child is coming in my house. I hear something. You're not supposed to wash. Yeah, that is somebody coming.
Yeah, hand wash. Yeah,
you're not supposed to wash your bras
and hang to dry.
Hand wash them. Let them hang up in the on the line. You don't put them in the dryer. Never. Now, I don't put mine in the dryer if I can help it. But what I do is I do be putting mine in the washer because I ain't got time to do all that. But you're supposed to hand wash, or either put it, if you do put them in that bag and put it in a delicates, you can get away with that. But you're not supposed to just arbitrarily put them in the washing machine. You're supposed to hand wash them and let them hang dry. And that preserves your brassieres.
Oh, wow. The ones that I get from Glen Maurice, they don't have underwires in them, and I love those. They have them on Amazon too, and they go all the way up to
Goddess has some.
Yeah, Goddess. Yeah, they go all the way up to an end cup.
Is you in here yet? Oh,
I think they got O and P too. They may have O too as well.
Yeah, some of them go all the way up to Z's.
Yeah, and double Z's because I'm in the ends.
But Ray Ray's titties is not big like that, so I don't think she got to wear it like that.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, I'm so glad that you were showing all this, Princess. I didn't know all these things have happened. I mean, over a phone. You know, I kind of, in my mind, would be like, I am going to pick my battles. But at the same time, now that I hear what you just shared, you know, that the student, that's what she was going in on, then that's, you know, everybody else can comply and you want to act the fool. Like, and she had called, the teacher had called for help, right? Didn't she say 3 times?
She was picking, she had the phone in the beginning of the video, and I posted in the beginning of it, it's on Twitter. Now, in the beginning of the video, you see the phone in her hand. So when the girl is trying to go around her, she has the, you know, the house phone or whatever in one hand and the cell phone in the other. So she's got the cell phone behind her back, and she's trying to call the office. And then that's when she's trying to dodge the girl from trying to assault her and take the phone out of her hand. Because, you know, and, you know, I have people that have said, like, look, she could have handled it better, or she could have walked. I'm like, walk where?
Right.
And see, what they fail to realize, if she let one of these little kids run over her in front of all them kids, every last one of them gonna line up and punk her every time.
Exactly.
It never fails. That they gonna take their phone. They gonna, nah, you can't take my phone. I'm finna go get old girl. You know, old girl did that. You know how they mouth be. And
you know what? They gonna harass her on the street. Yeah. All of that stuff. And like, I wanted to make mention, like what Christine said. When I came in, I had thought about, because when I first started, we did PD days, and I was like, okay, what do I need to wear to work? I'm probably gonna have to get me some new clothes, you know, because I haven't worked this type of job in a very, very long time, and I don't plan on working for no long time. That's why I like just, you know, doing after school. But I was like, I need professional clothes to wear every day, right? Then I started seeing everybody kind of dressed down, kind of lax. I'm like, okay, the teachers, sometimes they wear jeans, but they're in that memo somewhere in the teachers union contract is you can't tell them what to wear as long as it's not inappropriate. Like, they can wear jeans, right?
Wow.
I don't have their contract, but I know he made mention of it in the thing. Like, I know I can't tell you not to wear this, right, according to your contract, right?
Okay, that's
but
good.
I started wearing more stretch pants. I had a situation, and a lot of these kids are special needs, and they need these IEPs, and they're not serviced up. And it's obvious that these kids are not serviced up, right? Like, right, you know, they need an IEP, like, quit playing.
Right.
Okay?
Right. And a lot of parents don't understand when their child needs an IEP, that what it entails.
They don't want to give them no IEP. So
they hate to be labeled.
He had a situation where his mama had an IEP. So
girl,
his situation, he went off. And he kind of went off on me. And I said, let's go to the vice principal's office. I was the nearest place. She was not there. But baby, did that piss him off even further. And he had his little feet walking up my leg. Okay?
No, ma'am.
We was going down. And I'm at a loss because I'm like, okay, this is a baby. And when somebody saw, those people on our way, and they saw me tussling, then they paged her. They called her to come over there, right? So she got him, took him in the office, and did what she had to do to get him. I said, it's really not in my job description. I'm not supposed to tussle with kids. I'm not supposed to babysit kids. I'm not supposed to walk kids nowhere. I just do it, right?
Right.
And in my job description where I work for, they be like, they said, you're not supposed to babysit. If they ask you, tell them no. Like, we don't have no union, but we got advocates, if that makes sense. I'm like, them teachers and principals still probably fire you anyway. But, it didn't bother me. But I told her, this makes me uncomfortable. Because, number one, I'm not in the union. And I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. And if something is said that I did something, OIG is on me. And then I can't use, at least in my heart, I'm not going to use no external control on no first grader.
Right, and you're not going to get no attorney and all this and that, but it's bad when you're not feeling like you're being backed. And if the school not backing you and you're not in the union, then what kind of backing do you have? That's not fair at all.
I'm like, I'll get fired and y'all move on without me, and that'll be that, right?
Post your opening, your position is opening, and be like, okay, next.
And she was empathetic to that. She said, if you feel uncomfortable, she said, just like they called me, you don't have to put yourself in. And I was like, this kid could hurt me. I'm too old. My knees ain't you walking up my leg. You gonna hurt me, okay? Special children have special powers, believe it or not.
Really?
They got
they got lots of powers. My aunt has Down syndrome, and baby,
and what about that? I don't have insurance from y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no insurance. Then what?
Right.
Exactly. I can't take no athlete. I can't take no sick leave. FMLA. I'm just screwed. And she understood my grievances, and she agreed. We'll get some folks in here that are unionized. You know what I'm saying? And that can stand in the gap. Well, BJ in Chicago, excuse me, the damn teachers, they done pushed to get our new next mayor. We got a black man that's going to be mayor now. He used to be a teacher. I think this is some bullshit, but that's a whole nother show. Okay. The teachers union here is very politically tied. They don't play no game. Okay.
Wow.
And they stand behind the teachers. And I think that's why they put his ass in there, so he can get another raise and some shit. There's always something to it. Okay.
You already know. Always.
I think Lori Lightfoot, I think she looked so shocked that she didn't win. It was like, she was like, what? Y'all niggas didn't vote me back in?
Well, she wasn't going to get put in. She didn't make the runoff. It was 7 people that ran for mayor. And they just, they were voting for like down to the last 2. And she came in like 3rd or 4th place.
Yeah, she looked like she was very heartbroken.
Well, me too. She done had a heart.
How was the administration at the school you were at, Princess? How was the other people? You said you felt supported, like they would.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Okay.
I was just talking to another employee about that. Because my position is a new position. And I think just in school, not just my school, but district wide, is might take for granted. Like they created this program and they told motherfuckers get in where you fit in, basically. Like people teach in the hallway. I can't effectively teach in the hallway If they don't have no
Oh,
for you.
Very
right.
There's no privacy, and then you wonder why the child can't pay attention. Shoot, you can't pay attention to what you teaching them with 300 people walking
I
through
get
the.
loud with mine. Okay, I'm blessed that it's 3 of us. I guess we were supposed to share the room, but I didn't give a fuck. I commandeered my supervisor's room because she didn't have regular teachers. She's a specialist. So I just said, I'm gonna sit over here. I don't know what the fuck y'all gonna sit. I'm sitting over here, right?
Okay.
That part right there.
And I had another teacher. She didn't want to sit in her beautiful office chair. She said, "Here, you want this shit? Don't mind if I do."
Okay. Cadillac. Top of the line.
They was
Thank
like, "Where
you.
you get that chair from? Miss So and So gave it to me." Okay, it leans back and everything.
Okay.
And I got me a big office chair sitting there. and she has all the Cadillacs of learning in her room and all kind of stuff. Cause my department, they get sent our school supplies all the way in like November, some shit. Knowing school started in August, I was like, "Well, bitch, we don't need this shit no more." Damn near the semester over. They just sent us some old shit a couple of weeks ago. Like, well, too late for that. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're under supported because they weren't ready to support us. So now the classroom that I'm in, now she got a television. And I've been going to town. If I'm not playing me and the kids, no relaxing music, I'm using it for visuals. Now I can use it. I play Kahoot with the kids and I have it on TV and we play.
I was just getting ready to ask you, do you play Kahoot?
I sure do.
That's
They be
fun.
down my throat for Fun Fridays. I be coming up one time. We play Family Feud. I ain't fucking with them no more because they were sore losers. I did 4th grade against 5th grade. I use it as learning tools. So my supervisor, do I feel supported? Yes. Sometimes do I not feel supported over the whole school? I could say that. And also sometimes I just, just as in life anyway, I don't feel like I fit in as a person. I may be wrong, but I've told them in the beginning of the year, like, we don't belong. Y'all been here, y'all have y'all cliques. Like, everybody has a team. Like, the upper grades had a team, the middle schools have a team, the primaries have their team. I have my team, but we not necessarily a team. So one commandeered another teacher's classroom because she's all over the building. And then the other one, she teaches wherever, and where I'm at, in the classrooms, whatever. So we aren't necessarily a team to fully support each other. We talk that shit, but as time goes on, I feel isolated because of the way I work. And I work hard. That's why I be tired. That's why I slack off on my on my YouTube sometimes because I got a lot going on.
Right. There's only so much time in a day, and you got to put yourself first and how you feel and your family.
And you can't stay beautiful if you don't get your beauty rest. Huh?
Your kids are energy vampires.
Right. And like I said, you can't stay beautiful if you don't get your beauty rest, honey.
And I'm slacking
you're
on
always
that.
looking beautiful, princess. I told you, you're going to get me all the way together. I'm going to place my order and get my hair done. I'm getting myself together.
I need to learn how to do makeup. If I could learn how to do makeup, I'd be happy.
And look, I've been booked and busy all one, my little side hustles. And every weekend I have something to do when I think I'm in downtown. I can't even get this house together. And I can't go to bed tonight. So that's why I'm gonna get off this live soon because I'm sitting against the headboard on the floor. Ain't no bed here. I gotta put the bed back together so I can go to bed. What week is this? Yeah, first
Oh, I wish you were close to Philly. I surely come help you.
Thank you. First weekend was spring break. Yeah, we moved in. And yeah, whatever. Well, week before last, I gotta put up pictures. I was not only decorated for a banquet, but I was at the banquet the next day. So that was a busy weekend. Every weekend I've been teaching, private teaching this group because they're having a banquet next weekend. So I was choreographing their entrance to their event. So I've been working with them all month on the weekend.
That's awesome.
Plus,
oh my gosh,
all
Princess,
the other stuff I'll be doing. And then I don't have any kids to teach for the next couple of weeks on the weekend, which is bad for my income, but good for my rest. It's a break, right?
You too.
There you go. That's most important.
This past weekend, I was gonna go to Exotica, so I'll have something to put up on YouTube. But instead, I went to the teachers retreat. So, but that was health and wellness. That was good for me. I was like, you ain't said nothing but a thing if it's free, okay? So I'm gone. So I was gone for part of the weekend for that, and then we live on Sundays again now. And so this weekend coming up, I have another banquet, and I have to go over. I have to be with them all day to teach them their things. And I just look. Somebody said I got something to do on Friday. I think I'm getting to the point I have to write things down in my appointment book. And then I just won tickets to do something on Mother's Day, and somebody's about to book me for next week. But that ain't gonna be all day. But I have to do a backdrop at balloon arch or something for somebody on the 6th. When I finish these calls or whatever. So it's like this is that season where I'm starting to be kind of busy. So yeah. But I want to hit hard my content in May because I need some money for June because we're out of school early in June.
And your birthday.
Yes, and my birthday, right? And I got a long list of needs. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell everybody I gotta calculate it up, right? My channel is not paying for itself like it used to be. Excuse me. So I'm going to write them all out. I'm gonna need donations. I want to get my StreamYard paid off for the next year. And I would like to purchase Epidemic Sound and get it paid off for the next year. And I want to pay
great.
off for next year. Those three things, those are my needs for my channel. I need to get those
So is
paid
it
off.
better to do Cash App then instead of like super chats and stuff? I always wondered that. Like, I want to make sure it goes to
because
you.
like if you, I take it all. You know what I'm saying? But if you,
I know that's right.
What is this, April? If you super chatted me in April, I will not get it until May 21st.
And you won't get all of it. You'll only get a portion.
Yeah. And they take 30% off the top.
Oh no. Okay, I'll do Cash App then. I'm sorry. I need to go to you, the Princess A.V. No one else.
They take their money off the top, and we get what's left, and then it takes a month for it to turn over. That's why I said I got to hit it hard in May so I can have a check in June. So
right,
and be off work. And my birthday is in June. Like I said, I gotta figure out what's going. Oh, something bit me. Let me look here.
But you know what's funny, Princess? Well, I said that was after that incident I just told you guys about. Then I just literally I had to take I called out. I didn't care. I just couldn't even get out of bed. Like I literally just had a meltdown. Like I've never felt that like cornered and just attacked, like verbally, and then all this writing up and putting in a file and not even telling the truth and lies and lies. And long story short, I'll never forget I was grading papers in another classroom, another teacher's classroom, and next thing I know, I look up and I got 4 paramedics looking down at me. I blacked out. I had they said it looked like a seizure, but long story short, when they say stress can kill you, it can kill you. What had happened was it made me have it threw my thyroid off, and it wasn't getting the blood up to my brain fast enough. But it was all due to stress. So now I have a hypothyroid. But I tell you, I said, you know what? So God got me out of that situation, and guess what? I'm working from home now. Customer
I
service.
didn't.
Can I help you?
Okay. Okay. I did not know that could affect your thyroid like that, because I had a seizure one time, and I have hypothyroidism too, and they never figured out why I had a seizure. And I just have felt like I was getting sick, and I was driving, and I pulled over to the gas station, and it was scary. So that was good information.
Yes,
Thank you for
and that's
that.
it's so scary because they're like, when's your birthday? And I'm like,
I don't know.
right. I'm like, when I was,
Why you
and
asking
then
me
but it was weird though, because then it was like my brain kicked in, but I knew, how, my mom's phone number, like I rattled that off, but it was just, it was the scariest moment of my life. But they say, yeah, it was all the stress that I'm handling, not enough sleep, stress, being, financially not being paid as much, working so hard, but just doing it for the kids. And then at the end of the day, I just
Right.
had to really, I felt like God literally sat me all the way down and was
Yep.
like, yeah, we're not doing this here. Like, they're already, I was going through, adversity and racial and all, I mean, just so much that it was just like, God's like, girl, get out of there. Leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
What else
my
do I need
goal
to
is
tell
to
you?
go back. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you were good. I was done. I'm sorry.
My goal is to go back to doing more of full-time content creating and running my other businesses. And if I can get the store open, that would be great. I don't mind teaching this part-time, or like I said, doing my own private stuff, and don't really want to work in schools full-time and be a teacher. It's very stressful, and it's very demanding on teachers,
And the
in
sad part
my
is
further.
y'all not properly
And
economically compensated.
At all.
yeah, I
That part.
understand why there's a
Appreciated
teacher.
either.
I understand why there's a teacher shortage. Believe it or not, I tell the teachers all the time. I get paid on both my job as an hourly. I get paid more to pay to teach the children to dance than I get paid to teach them to read.
That's sad, but
Academics,
that
right?
it's all by design. It's all by design. They want us to be in the hood, and that's all they want. And they want the kids to know only what they want you to know. That's why they don't want you teaching what they call critical race theory. They no longer call it slavery. It was indentured servants. My behind, and none of my people.
Involuntary,
Yeah, involuntary.
involuntary relocation.
Yeah, I was like, no, that was damn kidnapping and slavery. Just call a thing a thing. We're not gonna play like that.
Right. But
But
I'll say, Princess, you are truly blessed, and I instantly draw a liking to you. You can't get rid of me if you wanted to from here on out, ever
Thank
since I first
you.
saw you on there. And whatever you do, you're going to do the best. But I just say, put yourself first, and we here. And now I'll
okay,
be, instead of, I'll be doing cash apps going forward. So we are here in the building, and
Thank
we'll
you.
support you fully, all of your endeavors, and it's your time to shine.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm excited for what I want to do this month and the together things. I'm excited. As soon as I get my room ready, and after I get my room ready, I can get my desk, and then like I doing craft and kick it, and I got this stuff ready. It's gonna be pre-recorded mostly, but you are going to see on my DIY channel. Y'all need to follow that one too. I got like 4 or 5 channels. Um, my DIY channel, you can see I'm looking at my room, the transformation of as it's going up by of what I did to my room, but it's be mostly you're gonna see what I did to the kitchen. I even transformed the classroom. Just a few weeks ago, we have 40 first graders in one class with one teacher and one TA. And then
Wow.
What?
now we separated the classes, so maybe even so we had like 2 weeks to barely 2 weeks to transform a class with no budget. So we ended up spending a lot of money out of our own pockets to kind of transform this class. I'm still doing little stuff to the class. So I literally spent a lot of my time, even my teacher time and downtime and PD days, I came in and I transformed this classroom from, it looked like garbage. Old school blackboards, old school looking, dingy, depressed, green and brown, to we did a jungle theme in the classroom. I epoxied a table, a lab table. Make that real. I don't know why I haven't put that up yet. And you'll see on the DIY how I transformed this classroom mostly on Dollar Tree stuff and Walmart and Amazon, and how we've made this classroom look livable for the kids. Okay.
Do you have a wish list? Like not a wish list, but like a shopping
Amazon list? Yes, I do. I need to
Amazon
update the link. Yes, I do. So yes, I did that for the kids, and I finally got to use my Cricut to do what it was meant to do. I learned so much in doing this project and making things. So
I want one so badly.
You should be a salesman. Get your little Cricut on it. So yeah, I did a lot with the Cricut, all the way to learning how to cut out leaves, and I made a life-size tree on the bulletin board. I've been doing right now. My Cricut is at work this week, so soon I'm bringing it back home.
Is your DIY here on Instagram? I mean, on Instagram or YouTube?
I have a YouTube DIY page. It's called Princess. No, that one is called Panelist by Princess A.V. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, I never had that information for this one.
Yeah, I definitely want to join that one too.
Me too.
I have a page, Palace by Princess A.V. Princess A.V. Tried it.
I'm already subscribed, so I guess I did know.
That's where I made
the banana pudding. Okay, yeah.
That's where I made the banana pudding.
Okay, yeah, okay, I've been on that one. And then you said, okay, the one that says Princess Tries It. I think
I haven't even on Palace by Princess A.V. I haven't even put backdrops and stuff on that page. These pages are neglected.
That's what I'm trying to work on with my channel. Is I got my I'm working on how I'm gonna have my setup of my thumbnails and different things. Thanks to you.
You're welcome. So that's in the chat. Palace by Princess A.V. That's the DIY channel. So what I'm going to do, inspired by Yodava Essentials page, I am going to redo this ugly ass kitchen. Okay. The broker who got me my apartment, I was talking to her about how it looked, and I was like, oh my God, decorate. And I was like, they need to come in here and do something. And she was like, well, I know you do what you do, right? She says, why don't you just paint the cabinets? I said, they're going to let me do that? She said,
absolutely.
She said, who going to check you, boo? She was like, do you have a security deposit that you trying to get back? And I said, you're right.
Well, you gonna make it look better. Hell, they gonna probably be.
She was like, "Hey, it's not like you gonna make it ugly." You know
okay, they gonna be happy to raise the value of their man.
Yeah, they gonna be having to pay you.
She was like, I know you gonna make it look good. And she was like, just wait till they fix everything and start getting and doing what you gonna do, okay, and do what you do best. So I'm inspired. I did a lot of research by Yodava Essentials.
She the bomb.
And so I'm going to really just vinyl the whole kitchen, but I'm going to put placement boards over the cabinets. And so the kitchen will be blue and stainless steel silver. So I'm going to use Dollar Tree backsplash. I've gotten the vinyl from Amazon and a couple of things from Home Depot. And ladies and gentlemen, we will have a kitchen. And now California Cutie reminded me, like, I have all this negative space above the cabinets. I was like, I might use something from the Cricut to put it out, but I might make some some decorations to put up there. I'm sure I got to figure out how to get my ass up there.
Yeah, we can figure out how to make those lights. Where you can do one of those that says like "Let's eat" or something like that. The different little with the letters and make it big like that, or kitchen, or the palace kitchen. Oh, that's girl. We're gonna get it together, honey.
So I usually name all of my apartments and houses.
Okay, I usually don't name my cars, but I never did the apartment.
I name my apartments. That's actually how House of the Princess was invented.
Wow.
It was Princess N2K. In the house before the last apartment when I had the house next door, my friend, I said, well, we have the Drex Lounge. Like, my friends get a kick out of it. I put it on invitations everywhere. Like it's an event venue, okay? Meet me at the Drex Lounge. That's my house. I said, and then I had a penthouse before that. I said, well, and the penthouse was just the second floor of 2 flats. You gotta see yourself there.
Okay, it's okay. You gotta speak it in existence, baby. I don't care what it was yours.
You walk out, you can see, you walk out on the back porch, just on the roof. So it was the penthouse. So I said, what are we gonna call this house? He said, you the princess. And this is House of the Princess. So he named the house House of the Princess. And I kept it. I kept it. And I named the channel House of the Princess.
Perfect.
So, and then I loved the fashion house because he's a good Judy. So I was like, boom. And then I saw House Aaron. I said, I wonder they're going to think I'm copying them. I'm like, a lot of people have the fashion house. This is the lingo. So then I changed it to House of the Princess. And so that's how we got that. And so now I've just kept with the branding, with everything that comes thereafter. It's centered around the royalty, the royalty theme.
That's good.
And so now, what did I say this is? Shoot. I got to look it up because I said I was going to name it French. Maison by the lake. So, yeah, when I look it up in French. Hey, Siri. How do you say lake in French?
In French, lake is lac.
Lac. Lac. That sounds sexy.
Cadillac.
Down by the lake. House by the lake.
By the lake.
I'm the lac. So, what is it, English? The French. So I'm figuring that out. It's the lakes, my lake house. Okay.
That is beautiful. Oh my God.
They have a lot of if you look on Amazon, there's a lot of actually everywhere there's a lot of decorations and stuff about lake houses. And you can have it personalized. They even got like the doormats and all of that with what go. And then I think I saw one that said, well, what goes on in the lake house stays in the lake house, like in Vegas. It's a bunch of cute stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that Maison au bord du lac. So I'm gonna do it in Spanglish or whatever. That's too much.
Yeah,
my bad. My bad.
Okay, I'm glad I got my AirPods in because if not, her ass would have been over there. Did you know?
I'm down by the lake.
Did y'all know that Siri can play back to you everything you've ever said to her, from the time you bought her?
I don't like that shit.
Yes. If you go in your Alexa app, well, I'm about to say Siri, not Siri. Siri probably can too, but I'm thinking about Alexa. If you go in your Alexa app, then Alexa will be able to show you everything. She'll be able to play it back to you.
That's why I don't be fooling around with her like that. See.
And then if you cuss at her, she'll try to tell you that's not nice or some shit like that.
I think I've tried that before.
I don't care what. Wait a minute. You ain't supposed to have no
She say
feelings.
yes. Miss L says yes. Well, look, we're nearing a 3-hour mark. I want to thank y'all for coming up.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
for
us. I'm
having
so
us.
excited. I feel so
Okay.
special.
I like when I have company over to the house.
Okay, to the house of the
Yes.
princess. I like to go places sometimes. Most of the time I stay at home, but I'm at the house of the princess tonight, baby. I was hanging out tonight. I'm outside.
Yes. I need to order me a little tiara.
Okay, I'm
Yes, look, I'm
Come over
going
to
outside.
back
Princess's
to
house.
9. I should do like, let me not be shady, but I should figure out how to come up with a vendor for that one custom tiara, the princess tiara. Y'all can order it, and everybody can have one. Boom.
There we go.
I need
Maybe
Mikey to
off
make
my
me
list of
a
bucket list
intro
things.
too, honey. An intro and outro, because that Mikey be killing it.
Look, I'm looking for. I'm gonna do it. I want because everything's gonna change around here. Everything is constantly changing. So yes, look out for some big changes.
Well, if there's anything we can do, anything I can do, let me know. Now I'm working from home. I can making a couple extra dollars since I had to tell the kids bye.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it all. I appreciate y'all coming up and supporting me.
Thanks for having us. I can't wait your next video. Woo woo.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Love you so much, my princess.
All
Yes,
right.
we love you. Appreciate you.
Mm.
Have a blessed night.
You
And it
too.
was like turning the lights out in the palace. I don't know
Yes, we're
where
gonna
Mother
turn all
was
the
at
lights.
tonight.
Yeah, I'm fenced too. Hold on. I'm gonna bring y'all down. All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye bye.
So I thank y'all for coming up. I thank for everybody who has come. I hope that you have pressed a like button, okay? Show some manners, okay? If you are watching on the replay, please press the like button. Why am I freezing? Press the like button. Also, comment in the comment section. It does help me in the algorithm. All of that helps me out in the algorithm. Press the subscribe button. That is a free way to support the channel. And I thank you guys who have done it ahead of time. Tell your friends to come over to this house of the princess. Also, thank you so much. Love you. Tell your peoples like that you're enjoying it. Share the channel, share the live stream. Let people know when we're going live. I'm going to be back to being a little bit more consistent with my live streaming. So please look out for that. Also, support the channel. A sister got needs. Look, I wasn't making enough money, so I had to go to work and work all these jobs. But if you give to the channel, I could spend more time with you. So if you're watching on the replay, you can also give a super thanks to support the channel. You can also give to the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Google Pay, and Zelle. Okay, I think I named them all. Lake of the Princess. Yes. um, so yes. So I think I've said all of the announcements. Oh, yes, again, look out. I'm going to put it on the community tab. Look out for the information for Simone LaBouche. She has suffered a stroke. We need to support her and help her. And also, we'll be doing a fundraiser for her very, very soon. I thank y'all for coming. Again, I got a lot of stuff in store, a lot of things I need to do. I appreciate you. I'm in feeling. Y'all saw me taking a picture back on the neck. I be thinking things are bumps, and I have to realize that this black girl gets hives sometimes. So I think that's what's coming on my skin. So I am going to get these things done and tend to me and have a good night. And I hope that you have a good night. Do self-care. And if nobody has ever told you that they love you, know that I love you. All right. Go out tomorrow and walk the kids out in nature. Get some breath of fresh air. Love on yourself, okay? Love on somebody. Talk with God or whomever you talk to. Even if you talk to Lucifer, talk with him, okay? Do what you need to do to get you through the day. Why? Because I want you to be happy on purpose, okay? My name is Princess A.V. You have been watching House of the Princess, okay? I hope that you come again. This is our first segment of Hard Conversations, but we have a lot of laughs and a lot of fun in here as well. And again, my name is Princess A.V. She said, touch the ground. Princess A.V. And now it's time for me to turn out the lights. You have a good night.
Royalty Beauty Brands is a female, Black-owned beauty company with all of your cosmetic needs in mind. Right now, we offer hair extensions, eyelash extensions, and our flagship product, Yum Bella Lip Glam. Coming soon to add to our product line will be promo merchandise, lip oil, lip scrub, beard oil, body butter, body soap, and makeup, to name a few. Every product is vegan friendly and carefully made with the consumer in mind. Check out our Royalty Beauty Brand social media and go to our website to sign up for our exclusive mailing list for discount codes and to place an order. Don't forget to leave us some feedback. Royalty Beauty Brands. We see the beauty in you.
We hustle, but the night we